Hello, guys. Welcome back again. Hi,
Hi,
Jennifer.
we're back.
We're back, and today we're going to be talking about what is happening in astrology today. Mars Cazimi in Scorpio. So tell us, Jennifer Angel, what is Mars Cazimi in Scorpio? Sounds really cool. What does that mean?
Well, it's always something fabulous to talk about with astrology, isn't it? And so, this is quite amazing. Of course, I've been looking at my chart and everybody's chart just to see how this event is affecting us all, because it's pretty potent. I mean, Mars and the Sun just alone are really potent energies. So the Cazimi is like a conjunction, but the Cazimi only happens with the Sun. So it's like when a planet, the inner planets, plus also Jupiter and Saturn, not the real outer planets, come in connection with the Sun, then it's called a Cazimi, and it's really powerful. And Mars takes like 2 years to go around the zodiac. So this is like an event that only happens every 2 years. And because Mars is just such an amazing, fabulous, high in energy, and then you put that Mars energy with Scorpio, then it's hugely powerful, because, then it goes like much deeper and deeper. And so it's it's at 20. I'm just looking at yesterday, it was at 24 degrees. So Mars and the Sun both at 24 degrees in Scorpio. And today it's at 25 degrees. So the effect of this Cazimi conjunction can be felt like leading up to and leading out, like particularly like the exact degree which it is today and yesterday, and particularly when it's like at that high intensity degree, 1 degree either side. But you can feel the effects of this really for days before and days after. And then as it gets further away, when the Sun and the Mars start to part more, then it decreases the intensity. So, I mean, this weekend, so it's Friday here in the US, and tomorrow it's going to be 26. I'm just looking at my wheel here. It's going to be, they'll both be 26 degree. And then Sunday, the Sun moves forward a little bit at 27. And then on Monday, the Sun is 28, Mars 27. So there's still,
so there's the same degree. But tell us, what does that mean for each sign? Like, let's talk about each sign for those that are watching.
Right. Well, it's a very, because Mars is, and I'll go through each of the signs, just a quick highlight for each in a second, but, because Mars is such a passionate, driving energy, and, sets up like ambitions, and Scorpio is a highly intense emotional energy. It's like when you get the two, when the planets are just by themselves, it's strong enough anyway, but then you get the two, like fused together like that at the same degree. So people want to sort of look at their charts of planets that they have, like 20. I'm looking at Monday. On Tuesday the Sun moves into Sagittarius, so that breaks it. So, but right up until Monday, which is 28 and 29. So any planets that you have in your chart that is sitting at, say, 23 through to 29 degrees, 30 degrees, then you want to have a look how that's affecting. It can be trining, squaring, sextile. It's going to have a huge effect on your chart. And in some cases, you'll have that exact degree.
But what does this energy does to us, like in general? Like, so it's like what is this energy good for? Is it good for manifestation? Is it
It's
good for
huge for transformation. And
transformation?
through
Is the word, guys?
transformation
Okay,
comes manifestation. But of course,
beautiful.
everybody, what we're talking about today is just the solar chart. But for everybody, it's going to sort of, on the solar chart, it's affecting a different house, and each house represents a different area of life. And then, of course, with your personal charts, it's going to affect a different area again, So,
So in order for that, of course, you will need your own personal reading. But like she said, right now we are going to be talking about the sun sign, right? So don't
right,
think it's, of course, like
right,
there's so much more to you. You're not just your own, you're not only your sun sign. But here we are just doing highlights about this Mars Cazimi in Scorpio affecting this sun sign. So you can hear for your sun sign and see how you relate and connect with this transformative energy that's happening.
right. And also, I do have a written article with all the signs. I mean, you're just going to touch a little bit today, but then you can go and see the article on my blog pages on
In the
jenniferangel.com.
in the
And
article, the link is going to be down below the description, so you guys can totally click on that and read it there to go into deeper understanding for your sign.
right. And of course, the AngelKat pages are on the Jennifer Angel site as well. So click that link. So, for Aries, this is like hugely potent for you, Aries, because Mars is your ruler. It's your ruling planet. And, the other thing, Mars in Scorpio, Mars is the co-ruler of Scorpio as well. So, it's hugely powerful for everybody. But for Aries, it's really going to help you just define who you are, define your identity more. And as I always say to people, you have to put time aside. You have to put time aside to do your work, to do your self-work. Because, when we fill up every moment, and I know I say this a lot because it's important, when we fill out every moment of the day, there's no thinking time. There's no time for inspiration to fall through the cracks. So certainly for Mars, it can be a little bit confronting for all of us, because, this really is a trigger point that just like bang, it just helps us deal with stuff. And that's the way that we release stuff,
By
so
dealing with it. So it kind of shows it to you right in the face, like this energy brings up something for Aries that it needs to be confronted or look up, so there can be a transformation.
right. It just helps Aries to find who they are, where you want to go, what's
And what you have to
blocking
do.
you. What are the things that keep coming up that you keep avoiding, because when we start to avoid things, that's when we're okay, that's a block, I've got to deal with it. Okay. And what's great about Scorpio energy is it does sort of give us extra strength to do that.
To
And
do
then,
it and go in there.
yeah.
All
And then
right.
Scorpio, I mean, it's right in Scorpio's relationship area. So, if there's stuff going on in your love life, Scorpio, then guess what? This is your time to stand up and deal with it.
And we'll go through
so,
that. But right now, let's talk about Taurus.
yeah. And so Taurus, it's in your relationship area. So this is your time to just deal with anything that keeps coming up for love, relationships, and really relationships that you're having with other people, but particularly a romantic relationship. And if there's something that needs to be said, then you know what, sometimes you just got to rip the band-aid off and do it and say it and clear the air, because if you don't, you keep sort of pushing it down, it's going to come up at an inappropriate time, because, what happens when we do that, we get like one other little, button pushed, and then it's like, and when a Scorpio, you don't want to be in the room when a Scorpio lets go. Not Scorpio, I'm sorry. When a Taurus lets go, you just don't want to be in the room when a Taurus lets go, because
Ouch.
they're very controlled, and they do have a good control over their emotions, but one extra button's pushed and they're like, you don't want to be in that firing line. Okay.
So be careful if you are a lover of a Taurus right now, these days, right?
Right,
All
but
right, so
it's good
Taurus.
because it helps to dive into the depths of who they are, what they want, and to clear that energy. So yeah,
So Taurus
you
get
got
to
to
the main thing. What?
the main thing with this Mars Cassini is, don't try to cover things up, don't try to band-aid things, don't try to walk away from it. Just feel it, recognize it, feel it, and deal with it. And we all have ways that we avoidance, and
And reasons why.
mine is I like to watch a movie.
So
And
Taurus, don't avoid it. Show up and say it and talk about it, even if it's uncomfortable. How about Gemini?
that's exactly right. This is really a time for Gemini to get organized more. Geminis like to go with the flow a little bit. They're a neutral sign, and so the Geminis to get the knowledge, get the information, maybe look at getting an accountability manager, or look at getting a coach, and just get organized. And this is a great time to do that, because for Gemini, it's always about ideas and concepts, and there's a lot of like hidden expression there. Like, Geminis are very good at talking to other people, that sometimes they forget to give themselves that time. And so this is like Gemini. You can expand your intellectual horizons, and that's done through communications with other people, but it's really time for you to give that time to yourself. Yeah.
All right, Gemini. Now just, and also it sounds like, for me, like, ask for help, right? Know when to ask for help for that Gemini.
Yeah, I mean, Geminis are good fix-it people. Like, they,
So just go and go in and use those sources, Gemini.
because they're highly creative. So they're good, like, fix-it people.
And now we have Cancer. What is happening with Cancer?
Well, for Cancer, this is really Cancer's time. It's a very great time of self-discovery for Cancer, because it allows you to stand up for yourself. It's like, you don't hide in the back stalls. You know what you're capable of doing, and you've probably got people that are saying to you, you could easily do that, or you're a natural at that. And so this is time for Cancer just to take a deep breath and just be able to step forward and go, you know what, I can do this. And as Nike would say, just do it. Make a plan of action, take a deep breath, stand in your circle of power. You have, you're able to do it. You're a water sign, so you're going to be really affected by this. It's also a highly creative energy for Cancer. So let that creative come out, because the other thing that's happening with this Cassini is that it's also at the same degree as Neptune in Pisces. Okay, so, and Neptune in Pisces is all about being inspired, imagination, and the position that this Cazimi is for Cancer is highly creative. So, don't doubt yourself, Cancer. Just like, you got a creative idea, even if there's somebody around that does it better or more often or whatever. It's like, this is your time.
All right, Cancer, it's your time. Leo, what is happening for Leo?
Well, this is really around the home and family area for Leo. So, Leo can really have some big aha moments around sort of family and your home, and, things that you probably already know, but perhaps haven't taken, or perhaps just haven't wanted to deal with. And you're a strong person, Leo, and so it's now like this Mars Cassini can really, and you rule by the sun anyway, and the Cassini is Mars and the sun together, so it's hugely powerful for you. So you want to sort of embrace what's good for you, not necessarily everyone else, and say, and what's that little term that says, it's none of my business what you think of me. I don't know who penned that originally, but it's like.
But I don't know the right saying, but yeah, basically, yeah, it's like don't stay focused on what other people think of you, right? And just do what you need to do for you without worrying about what people are always gonna talk, right? So let them talk.
Yeah, and you're a natural leader, Leo. So, you want to like take that and just move forward with it, step into your power and let go of, particularly any childhood situations to do with family. Just, let it go. I mean, ask yourself, like, I keep coming up against this. My family is who they are. I'm who I am. You're not that same person. Like, whatever happened in your earlier life around your home and family, you're not that person anymore. And I think that's where you get a huge transformation, like realizing that's an old story, which I don't have to tell anymore.
Let the past in the past. Virgo.
Yeah. Virgo, this is very communicative, very creative for you, Virgo. You can really, get like a unique perspective on things. You're a highly creative person anyway. And so right now you can get inspiration. Like if you're mixing with people, it's like that interaction that you have. It's like you may have an idea, and then the interaction that you have like sparks it. And it's like, wow, okay, I never thought of that. And that takes it to a whole other level. Yeah.
So use that new level that is taking you to Libra.
Libra, this is in your area of self-worth. So, Libra, just don't doubt yourself, okay? Like, text what Libra will say, oh, you're procrastinators. That's not quite true. You're really very great at weighing things up. You're like a great mediator. It's like, if I do this, what will happen? If I do that, what will happen? The thing is, where the Libra comes undone is that if you get too many opinions through from other people, and then it starts to get confusing, and then you go over it again, and then it's like that's where the procrastination comes in. So don't doubt yourself, Libra. This is your area of self-worth. This is an area for you to stand up and realize how amazing you really are, and just move above it and keep going. So if you can do that, it's a hugely transformational time.
And it sounds like for you, Libra, it sounds like, don't go and be asking for the questions outside of you, right? So be asking for questions outside and just be here.
Yeah,
Scorpio.
absolutely. Look within. Well, Scorpio, which is cat. Well, of course, Mars and Sun, this Cassini conjunct Cazimi is actually in your sign. So you want to be able to, definitely spend some time by yourself. And, definitely like think about the things that are difficult for you? Like, what are the things that you don't want to face? Like, what are the things that you feel make you feel really uncomfortable? What are the things that like make your life feel messy? You want to sort of like think about that and then just go deeper into it. Like, where did that come from? Is there any reason that I have to still feel like that? Because, for all signs, mostly the things that we doubt ourselves about, it comes from past experiences, and we're not even that person anymore. It's not even relevant today. And so, once you like recognize that and you can just let it go, and it's just a huge personal growth and renewal of energy for Scorpio.
Very good. We take all that renewal that we
Yeah.
can. Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, very, very spiritual Sagittarius. So, you want to think about your beliefs, what's happening on the spiritual level with self-development, and just get in touch with your values. Like, what are your highest values? Once you know what your values are and your beliefs, and then noticing and knowing is first. Then you can decide whether, okay, I still feel that way, or no, I've grown since then. I've changed. I feel differently now. So it's a good reevaluation time for
Sagittarius. I was talking to one of my really good friends. He's Sagittarius, and he has gone through quite a change. And that's exactly what we're talking about. He was really like analyzing and thinking the things that he did differently back then and how he's doing different now. And what you just said. So Sagittarius is a great time to look within and check those changes and
yeah, absolutely
keep doing that. Capricorn.
Capricorn, this
That
is
is
really
you.
about, yes, right. Getting out to be a little more social, and
Get out there.
yeah, get away from the desk, like close the door in the office or your
Stop
work.
working so much.
Stop working so much. That's right. That's
Balance it,
Capricorns. We just love to. Yeah, we just love to work, but it really helps you redefine your life on a more social and a love basis, like with relationships, and to rearrange your life so it's broader. It's not so narrow, because what happens when our lives are narrow and, in Capricorns are just focusing on business, work, and if that's not going well and you don't have the other areas of your life are not present, then it's like your whole life comes crashing down. And so, so this is a great time for Capricorn just to have more balance in their life. Yeah.
Beautiful. Get to work, but not that type of work.
That's right.
Aquarius.
Aquarius, this is like right in your career zone, Aquarius. So career, business, work. So, you can reinvent yourselves now through this, and just embrace changes that are coming in. Take notice of different options, possibilities, and opportunities, and just like, that's interesting. Embrace them. You're a strong sign. You're a fixed sign. You're highly friendly and social sign. So be open to allow new things on the business and career and work front to come in.
Beautiful. Pisces. We're gonna end with Pisces. What is happening for Pisces?
We're ending with Pisces. So Pisces, this is in your area of soul. Also, Mars and the Sun, it's your area of soul love as well. And we just had a new moon recently in this area. So it's with Pisces, anything like this, because it's a fellow water sign, then it's going to sharpen your intuition and your instincts. So as always, pay attention to it. Pisces is a dual sign. The two fishies go both ways. So you're highly intuitive and you're highly analytical. So this, because of the moon energy, the water energy rather, then you want to really pay attention to your intuition and get to know what that feels like. I mean, I've actually in my younger years used to go against my intuition a few times just to see, little
Just
tests.
to, that's
Oh, okay. I shouldn't have gone against that.
So
But
find out, Pisces, how it feels, so when it's
exactly.
coming.
Yeah, find out what that feeling is. Is it intuition, or are you dealing with it from fear, or is it coming really from within? So this is a natural character or mode of operation for Pisces, but because the Pisces are a dual sign, it's really a time where you can get to know what that feels like and follow that feeling and use
Beautiful. So it's time for you to find out how it feels.
yeah, Kat and I are going to be doing a lot of work on intuition next year, and how to build your intuition and how to notice it. And
Yeah,
so,
because
yeah.
it can be tricky. All right, so that was all our 12 signs, guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Even if we're not live anymore, we'll be happy to read them and get back to you. And enjoy this Mars Cazimi in Scorpio energy, and get used to seeing us a lot more often with the most newest things that are happening in astrology and how it relates to your sun signs. And don't forget
Oh,
to take. Huh?
always something happening in the astro chart for
So
sure.
we're always gonna have something to share with you guys when we become alive. And don't
Yeah.
forget to take our phone quiz to find your astral love language archetype. You can click the link in the bio, and you also find in the bio our astrology website too. There you can check out the course that we have, Venus in Mars love course, a lot more things coming up. Jennifer Angel also has added the link where you can read about the Mars Cazimi in Scorpio in a deeper way, but for your sign. So go ahead and read that, and like and share this video, and we'll see you again very soon.
We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend,
Have a
everybody.
great weekend. Thank you, Jennifer.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.